On June 16, 2006, President George W. Bush designated the Northwest Hawaiian Islands as a national monument, thus creating the largest marine protected area in the world, providing a safe habitat for thousands of marine species that rely upon it for survival. This was good news for the Hawaiian monk seal, considered to be amongst the most endangered creatures on Earth, and only one of two mammals endemic of Hawaii. Unchanged for over 15 million years, their population hovers at about 1,100 monk seals left, and they are ranked as second in the world amongst the most endangered marine mammals. This blonde fur sea lion pup should have a lifespan of 20 years. Due to hunting and environmental changes, plus natural predation, there's an excellent chance it will not live long enough to reach full maturity. How environmentalists and ecologists propose dealing with these issues is as diverse in opinions as there appear to be species in the waters. Passionate views on all sides abound. On a smaller but no less passionate platform, San Diego faces its own environmental debacle. In 1931, at the behest of Ellen Browning Scripps, a seawall was built creating a crescent-shaped cove, providing children and their families easy access to the beach surrounded by rocky cliffs. Though the children's pool of La Jolla has been enjoyed by children and families for decades, as Mrs. Scripps had hoped it would be, in fact, the beach was owned by the state of California and transferred to the city in trust. While the state has the right to transfer ownership of the property, and the original agreement was that the children's pool be maintained as a swimming area for people, federal law, with limited exceptions, prohibits removal of seals. While seals have always frequented a children's pool, it was in the early 1990s that their numbers significantly grew, and in 1997 the area was closed by the city council due to the high bacterial levels resulting from the seal's waste. Activists on both sides of the issue have led to screaming matches, harassment, fistfights, and even the use of pepper spray and stun guns.
Children's pool was a beautiful idea at the time, a great place for people to dive, for people to swim. Seals were commercially hunted until 1972 in America, and so that's why they weren't here in the number that they are now. They were hunted. Over the past few decades, they were given a chance to grow. And I think that even though this was at one point used for divers, used for swimmers, I think it's a beautiful thing to offer the community.
I think there shouldn't be a controversy. This was dedicated by the people who own this, given to the city as a children's pool. That's why this wall was built, was to give kids a safe place to be able to come into the water and get introduced to swimming and give them a safe place without the tides and the hazards that there are with a normal beach.
Yeah, they're family seals, they're baby seals that like to hang out in the sun, and they should have a place that they could hang out in the wild and not be in SeaWorld or the zoo.
There are a bunch of other places that they can go to, and this spot the seals have chosen, and I think they should be free if they want to be here, then they should.
Have it closed when the babies are here in October and open it when they're not.
For the last 5 years, litigation has followed litigation with no real end to the issue in the foreseeable future. As of March 31st, 2010, there exists a fragile policy of coexistence, allowing bathers to use children's pool as long as they don't harass the seals. Is anybody really listening to each other?
I think they should stay here because if you get them out of the other, they're coming back or having their babies.
Odd that this policy change allowing joint use of the children's pool ignores the issue of fecal contamination that started the whole controversy. What the people expect and what the future holds is as yet undetermined.